Hello friends, I'm Raj Deepak Singh and this is my new YouTube channel. As I've told you in earlier videos that this is my new channel and I've been trying to give the best content so that you are getting more from my videos. Okay, so today I'm going to have a discussion on like one of the major current issues, that is on farm bills 2021, which is being passed in the parliament but being not accepted by many of the state assemblies, and even not been accepted by our most of the states, like the citizen of our country. So they actually want the government to repeal this law. Okay, so we are going to discuss very brief on this farm law, what actually is the farm law, and what is the concern of the farm law with respect to the government, why they want to implement this farm law to the farmers organization, to the villages, to the rural areas. What is the purpose of doing implementing the farm laws? Okay, so first of all, I'm going to tell you there are three specific laws to this farm bill. Okay, the first law says that the first law is about, again, the first law is on mandis, and like mandi, as you know, that where a lot of farmers go and like they sell their products, like whatever they produce. Okay, so the first attack is basically they are destroying the mandi system. Okay, and what is the purpose of destroying this mandi system? As from my perspective also, and from all the citizens of our country, from all the nation's perspective, why they actually doing this? So what they want is that what they say, when I say they, it refers to the government of India. What they say, that they are implementing these bills so that the farmers have a maximum reach. They can sell their products anywhere in the nation, anywhere in our country, in our India. For example, if let's suppose a farmer is of Punjab, according to the first law, what it says, that the Punjab farmer can sell his product in other states like Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, anywhere in the country, and also in the respective states where he belongs from. Okay, so like you can say that this is the government has actually opened this for the farmers. But is it right that they have done this thing for the advantage of the farmers? What you think? I will left it up to you. According to me, I just want to tell you one statement regarding this. If there is any single benefit to the farmers, they are not doing this protest. Okay, let's suppose you want some family to develop. If you want some family to develop from the heart, then actually that family is going to accept that thing. But if you are seeing that there are a lot of many people on the road and they're protesting against the farm law, it means that this government is actually attacking on their home, attacking on their income, attacking on their like the minimum thing which they actually depends upon, the farming thing. That's the reason they are actually on the road. Why they are going to be on the road? Tell me one thing. If they have a benefit that whatever the government is doing right now, they're actually going to get the benefit. So because the best thing about these farmers is that they know this bill, they know the impact of this bill, they know this impact of the bills, they know the content of the bill, and they also know the intent of the government. So they are very in this term, I can say that they are very wise with respect to these laws, with respect to understanding these laws. This is the first about the first law. The second law, what it says, that the second law is basically the Essential Commodities Act. Okay, Essential Commodities Acts, what does it means? That I will give in a statement that जमाखोरी को अनलिमिटेड तरीके से हिंदुस्तान में पूरी तरह से क्या बोलते हैं, चालू कर देना. Okay, like you can say that like there is no protection to the MSP. Yes, there is no protection to the minimum support price for the farmers. Means that let's suppose I'm again giving you an example. Let's suppose you have 100 kg of rice. If a farmers want to sell those 100 kg, and if there is no mandi system, by default he has to sell to other organization or other private or whatever there is in the market. And if there are like you can say that if there are like 400 to 500 different private companies in the market, and like with the concern of these 400, they have decided that this is going to be the MSP. and let's suppose the MSP which the private company has decided is low as compared to what the government has decided, then in this scenario actually the farmer is going to be in loss, you can say that. So there are many perspective. I can give a lot many examples, and I can I can tell you in very different perspective also, but I have one thing of like I have to be very short, very brief on these farm laws. So I just want to tell you that there is an attack on minimum support price, which actually farmers are not going to get from what they are actually producing. Because earlier what happens that FCI, Food Corporation of India, is actually procuring their production, but after doing this like privatization, I am terming this thing in my scenario, I am terming this thing as the privatization of farmers. According to me, I have named this as a privatization of farmers, because there is a major, you can say that there is a major role of private companies after the this passing of this farm laws. Okay, private companies are going to play a very hard role, and they are actually attacking to the income of the farmers with respect to by like private companies are going to get benefited, farmers are not going to get benefited. Again, I am saying because there are a lot many private companies after this are in the market, and farmers have to like they have to do the you can say that उन्हें वो मोल भाव करना पड़ेगा, which is very dangerous to the farmers. Earlier what happens that they do not have to do this मोल भाव. There is an MSP and minimum, there is not written MSP, but government will procure that. They have an assurance that government is going to procure their product. So this is regarding the second law, that they are actually attacking on the minimum support price. The third and the last of the major thing which I am saying that this is one of again the impactful thing which they have like attacked to the farmers. Like suppose they have amended this law, they have passed this law. What third law says that if like farmer is not satisfied what he get from the private company where he sells, the third law says that if you have sell, or if you want to sell, if you do not want to sell, after the result of this selling, you can't go to the courts. You can't go to the courts to complain for those private sector which have actually like आपको जिसने which have actually frauds you. This is the third law. So what you are seeing when I read this law and when I go through this law is actually attacking to the farmers. According to me, this is my personal perspective. Maybe you are supporting the farm laws, maybe you have different concern on the farm laws, maybe you want to have privatization of this farmers bill. But again, I am against this. Why? Because if the farmers is not satisfied, why you are going to develop those farmers if they do not want to develop themselves? Why you are doing? And if this happens to like 1 to 2 3 villages or like one state, then it is okay. The government have the authority to have like they can manage things. But this is actually happening in the whole nation. It means that they are actually attacking to the farmers. But again, I'm saying if government has to, this is my personal advice, if government wants to implement this law, the only single thing they can do this is they can communicate with the farmers organization. They can communicate and they can satisfy themselves. What actually, I know that the last demand of the farmers is to repeal it, and I don't know what is going to happen, but actually their always first to last step is always talk to those organizations, because without talking you are actually like going in danger with respect to the government. So this is it. This is the brief on farmers law. I've like taken certain aspects on farmers law so that you can actually understand what it basically says. I'm critical to this law. Yes, again I'm saying I'm critical to this farm bill 2021. That's why I have made this video, and this is one of the burning issue right now in our nation. So if you have your views, please do comment and just tell me what your opinion about the farm laws is, so that I have a different perspective of viewers who are watching. So this is it. And lastly, I just want to tell you that please subscribe this channel, and this is again the new channel, and not many viewers for these channels. So I just want, again I'm saying, I just want to like I just want that the content which I'm giving just go to many peoples, and even I know their perspective, what they actually think on these like current issues, what's their perspective of thinking, whether the government is right or whether they are with the government or they are thinking that they are doing wrong to the farmers. So this is it. And again, if you like the channel, please do subscribe, comment, feel free to comment. I will come to your comment if when I am free. And lastly, please have your views on the current issues, because it is required. Okay, thank you.